So I want to get your take on the quarter. I think the one thing that I thought was interesting is a very slight. I want to emphasize it was a very slight miss when it came to cloud revenue. Sometimes that can tank these companies, these hyperscaler companies. It didn't seem to matter because revenue was better than expected and earnings were better than expected. But what do you make of what we saw in cloud?
Yeah, I mean, the cloud's obviously the one source of disappointment that I kind of picked up, and especially in my conversations last night. But I think more importantly for the Google story, the core business exceeded expectations. Granted, they were lowered, but kind of search came in. Growth was up 10%. The buy side bogeys had kind of fallen to up 7-8%, so that's a healthy beat. Operating margins came in well ahead as well, and that was a big source of frustration just a quarter ago. So I'm taking the glass, half full approach with Alphabet and saying this is a huge relief, especially within the mega cap tech complex, just given how sentiment has deteriorated so quickly in 25, how light positioning has become. This is a very positive sign, and stock right now is gapping above the 50-day. Hopefully can hold it by the close.
Yeah, again, shares of Alphabet, they're up over 5.5%. So before the report, I was actually talking to people. Some of them were actually worried about search, thinking that Gen AI may be replacing a lot of the search business and that people will kind of navigate over there. Another area to talk about is really that hyperscaler competition, back to the cloud business. I want to play a soundbite from Robert Smith from Vista Equity Partners. He's on our air yesterday with Scott Wapner. I want to play this for you and ask you a question.
There are going to be losers in this market. What's going to happen? Certain companies will become agentic. Certain companies will, become Gen AI enabled and their customers. Others will not have a right to exist because they will not have adopted and evolved properly and fast enough.
So, Joel, just to clarify, he's talking specifically about software companies there. I think a question going forward for Alphabet, when we're talking about GCP, their customer base, where are they at when it comes to all this? The software companies that they serve, are these the companies that are going to have this agentic AI and are going to have basically what Robert Smith called the right to continue to exist? Or do they have mid-tier companies? I mean, where are they at in this battle for customers?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much in the thick of it with everyone else. On the positive side, their commentary around some of their Gen AI products was very positive last night, and they are seeing generate traction with some of their newer products. But yeah, it's a knife fight out there in this space. Competition is extremely intense. All of these kind of new AI chatbots and large language models continue to evolve at such a rapid pace, and hence why Google needs to kind of reiterate that capex number of $75 billion as well. If they, Zuckerberg told us over a year ago, those who slow their spending, first are probably most at risk to be displaced. Now, I don't think Alphabet's heading down the path of Kodak quite yet. I know some people have made that comparison, but right now they're still hanging in to some degree. But there is this lingering overhang with the story. Where does Alphabet fit in search, right, especially with the younger demographic? And then obviously the regulatory background remains murky as well.
Yeah, just for context, they are the #3 hyperscaler after Amazon and Microsoft as well. Another question. YouTube revenue, that actually missed estimates. Again, very slightly. I don't want to overdo it. But generally, people kind of saw the ad business as being strong. In fact, Trade Desk is up this morning, I would think, on the back of those Alphabet earnings and the ad numbers. But the fact that YouTube, it missed a bit, what does that tell you? What does that say? I don't even know. And is it a read-through to the ad businesses of Amazon or Microsoft and the other big companies?
I think it's a little bit idiosyncratic in nature, YouTube, more or less just because, competition continues to intensify from TikTok. I would have thought like a ban from TikTok would have been a massive tailwind for YouTube and their business. Clearly that situation's been kind of, that can's been kicked down the road, endlessly. Yeah, it's a little bit concerning, but again, expectations had been so lowered with really the overall story for Alphabet. I think it's going to get a little bit of a pass. And given the fact that valuation isn't demanding here at all, people are probably going to view it as a relatively cheap defensive hiding place. And again, positioning was very light. I'm telling you, 5 out of 10 into the print. So again, it beat lowered expectations is my point. And I think its stock's probably works the next 2-3 quarters.